Well, hello there and welcome to my workshop. Now in this series I'm building a classical style acoustic guitar, but with a difference. I do hope you'll join me. I have a problem with guitar making, and that is that when I get towards the end of a project I rush towards the finish line. And of course this isn't a race, and in doing that I make mistakes and also don't really address what are the real issues with guitar making, and that is the finish. And unfortunately I've done the same with this guitar, and so what I've got to do is step back and really think about what I'm doing. Now, the most important thing to me was, would it play a note when I strung it up? And so I've done a test stringing. And although it keeps going out of tune, it's got a nice tone. So what I'm going to do in this episode is really step back, look at each part of the guitar and see what I can do to improve it. Now I think getting rid of the boat bridge in the last episode was probably a good idea, although going for this narrower bridge actually is causing me problems because it's pressing down on the top of the guitar there, pushing it in. So I do need to spread the load a little bit wider than I've done here. Also, because I've got this really high saddle, I'm thinking I need to take the wood up much higher, and I'm wondering whether I can actually do something like, I don't know, carve a dolphin so you actually see the dolphin in the white through the wood. It's something I'm going to have a go at. When I strung it up, I popped a string. The top E just ripped out of this tailstop. Now then, it's not surprising. There's a couple of issues here. One is the holes were not drilled deep enough, so that whole tunnel, it should have been deeper. The other point is that obviously you can see the way the grains are going, and these sort of very fibrous grains here. I need to go the other way with the grain, but of course that will then weaken the front and back of this tailstop, and there's a lot of pressure on this. So I've got an idea to mitigate that, and I'll tell you that in a minute, but I need to make a new tailstop. I'm also not particularly happy with the fretwork and the fretboard. I think I can do better. I've been watching Daisy Tempest and also Tanya in Kiev, wonderful lady who does repairs on acoustic guitars. I'll put a link to both of their channels in the description. I think I'm going to whip those frets out, re-level that fretboard, get it nice and smooth, probably oil it, and then put the frets back in again. I think, yeah, plenty to do. Less haste, more quality. That's what we're after. Right, to make a new tailstop, I need to give strength to it. So rather than having the grain running this way, I need to turn the grain round like that. Now, in order to give it strength front to back, I need the grain running that way. So what I'm going to do is stick these two pieces together, and hopefully that will provide the strength both ways. Right, I've sanded the backs of those off, got rid of the teeth marks, so now I'm going to glue them together. That grain's running that way, this grain's running this way. I've done a scale drawing of the new longer and higher bridge. So now I'm going to cut that out of the bottom edge of this nice panga. I think I might just cut a strip off here, and then I can pick the bits that I want. Going to mark this wood up for shaping, so I've put a piece of tape here where the wood starts, and that's where the corner ends, just down there. So I should be able to line that up on this piece of wood like so, and flip it and do the same on the other side. Then the edges are just going to round down. Okay, so now I have the rough shape of the bridge. I'm not going to take it down. It should be about that height, but I'm going to leave it for the time being and just move on to the tailstop now. So here I've got the laminated piece. I've got it with the grain going both ways. So the top needs to have the grain going across, and at the bottom it's going back to front. So I'm going to cut this shape out. Right, now according to my calculations, I need to drill a hole for the string which is 13.5 degrees, and so I've done this little template, and so that now is lifted up at 13.5 degrees. So this is a test piece in here, so I'm going to attempt to drill a hole in it. So now the hole is just there, and according to my calculations again, 20 mil back, I need to saw a line or a slope going down at 42 degrees like that, and then that should meet up with that hole somewhere. Okay, if I can get the cocktail stick in there, you should see that's where the hole's coming out. So I think by the time this is shaped, that's going to look nice, and there's going to be plenty of wood holding the string. Okay, I've marked this cocktail stick, and I need to go in 27 mil. So I've set the stop on this. Let's give it a go. It's moving. I thought it might do. I need to mark a bigger hole. Try again. That's one done. Well, I feel like today was a more productive day. I've got my tail stop here with the grain going across and then along at the bottom, and I think the join looks really nice actually, and the holes are along the join, which is nice, and the holes are drilled and there's plenty of wood above them so they're not going to rip out. And I've shaped the bridge and I've cut out a little dolphin which is going to go just about there. The sides of this bridge are going to slope up, so I think that's going to look quite nice. And it just sort of ties in with the whole theme. So I think I'm going to call it a day for today. Okay, so I think it's time to see if I can fit this new tail stop. Now, I wasn't particularly keen on the screw hole on the tail stops that I'd done before, and I think I can do something different. So I've marked where the end of the guitar is on that thing, so I need to cut that and shape it, but I also need to sort out the fitting underneath this tail stop. Now, to create my hidden tail stop attachment, I need a piece of metal, and I've found this old radiator bracket which will do the job, and what I'm hoping to do is create like a keyhole effect, so the screw will go through this big hole and then slide into that smaller hole, and I'm going to have two register pins which will slide into slots on the guitar. So that's the idea. So I've worked out where this needs to fit, I've drawn round it, now I just need to embed it into the tail stop. I'm going really carefully here because I'm trying not to damage that end, because you will see that. Okay, so that was pretty good. So I now need to create a channel so that this screw will slide into that slot. So it's only about 2 mils deep. That's good, that's done. I think once I've got the locating pins in and the strings are on, that's going to really pull tight. I can get it tighter than it is anyway, but yeah, I think I'm on the right lines. He says, trying to get it off. That's it. I mean, really, once it's on, I want it to stay on. Right, okay, now then, with the tail stop temporarily fixed, at least I've got the startings of it. Just want to just check this bridge. These are the struts that I've got the braces underneath, so I'm covering all of those braces now, so hopefully that should be much better for the top of the guitar. It's gonna, yeah, it's gonna spread the load. Right, I'm going to call this video done. It is extremely hot in the UK at the moment. We've got our 4th heat wave and got a busy week, so I'll get this edited and put up. I think I'm on the right track now. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all your comments, and yeah, please stay tuned to this channel to see this guitar come to fruition. Anyway, see you soon. In the meantime, stay safe. Cheers.